It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we'll see DeAndre Swift. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Packers and the Black Knights under the lights on Monday night.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we finish off week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Black Knights of Mexico City taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for Mexico City, our visitors, they get a stern road test as they come into this one after losing in London a week ago.
Yeah, the schedule makers gave them a pretty... I think we'll know early on whether these guys are ready to play.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but... They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest...
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Richardson looking to throw. A beautiful fake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They go play action with Richardson. And going deep for Hill. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Black Knights have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was 1 drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 105 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they're going.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. On now is the Packers punter. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now Richardson.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Short throw to Smith.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Booker to return it.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
3rd down.
To throw now. Here's Love. That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But you look at this defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, Love. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Swift going to try up the middle.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Love.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
A 48-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
On to the 2nd quarter. Mexico City in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. They go up the middle with Chubb. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A nice little juke. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Love looking to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Love. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They will start this drive with 4. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Richardson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Backed up here, a tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw there complete to Allen. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Richardson looking to throw this. Hard throw, incomplete. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. To the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 10. Love from the gun. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. Off the play fake, Love. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On play action. Love to throw. Well, it's a Packers touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Richardson.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Richardson on 2nd and 10.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A nice pickup of 17 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Holding. Offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Mexico City.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half.
On 1st down, Richardson.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Richardson looking to throw. And it's caught. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Leads to second and goal.
From the shotgun, Richardson able to get away. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Richardson eluding the pressure right, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Love now on second down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Love. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here is 3rd and 5. Going back to Love. That is caught. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That's complete to Ricks. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing the slant pattern here complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by McManus is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where you see the final score there. Jared Goff leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Mac Jones, excellent in the victory as his guys move to 3-1 after 4 games. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And things didn't go so well as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Najee Harris, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Yeah, able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now Love. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Got a man and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Packers. 55 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw to Smith. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And trouble trying the middle here. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw.
Short throw to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Richardson.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but set-par offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal.
Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Love. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
6-yard return after a punt of 48.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. Now Richardson.
They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Back to the air with Richardson.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. This now a 3rd and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up third.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He finds his man complete. It's 4. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to set up until 3rd and 9. We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's Richardson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Javon Hargrave, his 2nd sack of the night.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The Packers offense set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Love. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw now. Here's Love. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And this returnable for Hill. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Black Knights.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this one is right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Love now to pass on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action. Love to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now Hill to return it. Oh, nice move. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Richardson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Richardson looking to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Richardson looking to throw this. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And that is no good. And that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
Play action this time with Love. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1st down, going to the air with Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Love, they go play action now. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 5. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. That one complete to Hill. And they rattle off a big one. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson. And he will find his man on the outside. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Richardson now on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Chubb. Fights through him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Allen's got it complete. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number 920 almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement. If he gets there, I have no reason to believe he won't. And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Chubb, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's Richardson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So here's Love and the Packers. Down 28-27, 40 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Out right, he finds Tolbert. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Green Bay, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Mexico City, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the